Are you overly irritable and lashing out at your spouse, partner, or other family members? Well, you might have TRID. No, it's not another form of COVID-19. It's the acronym for Temporary Relationship Insanity Disorder, a diagnosis coined by our top psychologist, Dr. Jeffrey GARDERE. Jeff tells us it's a condition that some people experience when under severe stress, and in its most severe form can lead to domestic violence. Let's bring Jeff back in to talk about it now. Doc, I understand you actually came up with this diagnosis years ago, but now certainly applicable as so many people are stuck at home.
Absolutely. And dealing with this COVID-19, we're talking about an inability to grieve properly for those people who have passed, quarantining and getting on each other's nerves, looking at this cabin fever, looking at financial stress. And as I like to say, no money, no honey. So you know that there are couples, whether it's in domestic violence situations or maybe somewhat healthy situations, who are going through this temporary relationship insanity disorder.
Domestic violence, certainly something that we need to be aware of. But just because you're irritable and angry doesn't mean it will lead to violence. What's your advice for those folks that are just agitated and every little thing is bugging the hell out of them?
Right, and it's just a temporary thing along with what we're going through with COVID-19. But I would say, first of all, show kindness several times a day. Go out of your way to do that, because that will really frame what the relationship is all about. So even if you do get upset with one another, you know that there is that foundation of love. Secondly, I use what I call the 5-minute delay. If something jumps off in the relationship, pause, think, breathe, and use your reasoning abilities, because too often we may think that this person is purposely trying to do something to be unreasonable or to be hurtful to us. And then finally, I'd like to say, preface every discussion or even argument with, darling, you know I love you, but I'd like to talk about this situation.
Got it. It's great advice, Doc. And I think the key word, temporary.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Doc.